Hello, I am PG Master Corey Russell, and I'm going to go over the Ruy Lopez Exchange. The focus will be from the white side. However, it could probably still be useful to see this video even if you're playing from the black side, as you'll learn some systems and I will be going over some traps. So as a black player, you can learn what not to do, as well as what the main lines are, so you can play the black side. So, in any case, without further ado, let's get to this. So the Ruy Lopez Exchange is denoted by the following moves. While a lot of white players are hesitant to get the bishops early, um, uh, theory says in many lines we can get a slight plus. However, it does take precise play, and imprecise moves can just basically give black easy equality. So, um, and so what this means is, as a practical matter, in order to get advantage with the exchange and get um, you basically need to know the theory, in which case suddenly now you do much better once you play it. So, anyways, uh, the Fisher's way is to castle. Incidentally, Lasker's way is to play this. And the idea of this line is white hopes to get advantage using its kingside majority, because black's queenside majority isn't much of a majority because it's double. And black's idea, of course, is to try to maximize the power of the bishops, because he has the bishop pair. As a practical matter, both sides have chances to win this. But this focus of this video, though, is Fisher's approach, which is castles. So one line is 97. The point of this line is take here, and you might as well go back, takes a pawn, attack, here, and then here, and now black tries bishop g4, which would admittedly be quite a problem. And if white tries to trade, black comes with bishop g6 and has very easy equality. One thing to note is the reason that white doesn't want to go into this is a pawn trade, and remember the general rule that the more pawn trades you do, the more powerful the bishops are. So pawn trades help black. So unless white gets something, white doesn't really want to go into this. So as a practical matter, instead, white should probably play this. And basically transpose to the Lasker line. And with the idea, as I just mentioned a moment ago, about the Lasker line. Okay, that's one main line. Another main line that is sound, and for some reason they're very popular with low-level players, especially 6. And there are a lot of ways to misplay this. And we're going to talk about some of the traps in here. One trap is this, and then white just wins a piece. So naturally for black, don't play that. Another trap is that black plays here, like these screens here, and basically white should be looking at his traps. Not only does he have the much better pawn structure, because black's pawns are doubled and is the isolated e pawn. White also doesn't have to worry about the bishop pair, so it's the best of both worlds for white. So of course the black, you don't want to go into this. And yet another potential way white can get advantage is this. The cute trick check. Of course you can't do this, right? Because that would fork can't rook, so that's not good. So he probably has to play a move like this, take here, check here, and as you can see, white's development is excellent, and he's doing great. So and he's pawn up too. So naturally, for all these reasons, uh, black does not want to go into this. So back to what black should be doing. Should do this, and then here, and he develops, develop. This is a crucial move because you don't want to move the d2 knight until you do h3, because otherwise, when you move the knight, bishop g4, and then you'll be embarrassed because you'll have to move back. So play this first. Do this, and I believe NCO says white is a slight advantage. So it is sound to play this as a black, but white I get a slight advantage. He knows what he's doing. All right. Another proper line is this line. I'm going to go over this real quick. This is not a good line for black, because remember, your compensation for your double pawn is your bishop pair. So if you give a bishop pair without gaining anything, like a pawn or something, then basically white has the advantage. White could just take, but often I like to do this. And then it depends upon it's this. Notice here would be uncomfortable because then I'd get, if he takes, you get huge pressure on f7. So instead he might go here, just off bishop, you develop, he develops, you develop, he develops, and now suddenly white is a huge threat. Knight a5 threatening b7, and then he can't do b6, knight takes e6, and b6, black has to be careful because white might build a sack on b6, and at b5, then a4 is really strong. So basically white's just better, and black doesn't even have the bishop pair to show for it. So if you're black, you do not want to play this way. Back to what black should do. Black should play here. And the point of this move is here, 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 and at the very least he gets his material back because, you know, white has to play this, right? It's only move. And then, you know, black's won a pawn, and plus is better, right? So that's black's point. It's a good point, actually. So theory says to play this, and then they attack your knight, and that's okay. You put a 2, you do their bishop, rook e1, 97, d4, 96, c3, and then one line is that the castle. Now it's time to take. They take you sack on the knight. You check, and I believe the correct move is knight f3. And the books say that white is slightly better here. And you can see that because white threatens not only the h2 rook, but also bishop e5 too. So anyway, that's the way to play it for white. Oh, one last thing. If black doesn't sack, like let's say he does this, which I had some people do that before, then you just play knight here and white's just winning, right? Because this doesn't work because you have check. So, and I've had people do that before in actual games. So anyway, black has to do the rook sack if he wins he castles. Okay, that's that main line, bishop g4. Another main line, and you do see this fairly regularly, is f6. So I'm showing you the main line. They do this to weaken the diagonal. Attack the pawn, defend, get the knight out, play a4, a5. I believe the correct move is king b7. And they say the NCO says white has a slight advantage, and I would agree with that actually. Um, I guess it's slight advantage. So anyway, this is if black knows what he's doing, um, and if white knows what he's doing. So that's one of the main lines. All right, another main line. And really strong players do this. This next in the main line is Queen D6. So then white should play knight here. And there's two main continuations. If B5, then it goes to bishop is here, or it's going to be pawn there, bishop there. Knight B1, X slam, A4. This is an important move. The reason you need to play this is if black can play C5, C4, he trades off the C pawn for the D pawn, and then basically that would mean black has bishop pair with no disadvantage. So this way, this restrains C5, since of course he loses a pawn if they take B5. And white's doing fine, probably a slight advantage, slightly better pawn structure. And then another approach, which black can try, is to play here. And then this is a good move. They often play here. It goes here, develop. And then one of white's ideas was to play like rook b1 and then b4 or b5. That's one of the common ideas that white can play. And white might give a slight advantage, but structurally black's thing fine. So anyway, that's another main line for white and black. All right. Those are the main lines, the Ruy Lopez Exchange. Any other ones we need to cover? I don't think so. By the way, it should be pointing out that if black plays here, this is not good for black, right? I mean, we can see that. Because we're here, and then you win the queen, right? And then, of course, like being aggressive doesn't work. It's right here, and you still win the queen, right? So that doesn't work either. If you do this, well, I guess you could do that, actually. Take, and then he has to sack the pawn. So the knight. Ooh. Oh, you know what? So, wait a minute. So the knight like here. There we go. Anyways, in white it's slightly better here. Okay. So, anyways, and I believe that's it. So this is the Ruy Lopez Exchange. I showed you all the main lines and how white should approach those lines, and I've shown you some traps to watch for. And anyways, I hope this is of use to you guys, and I'll see you guys later.